100% of the communications that you say to your spouse before the send button is transmitted, you need to think about that being exhibit number one in your next court hearing. We're talking about the use of text communications in court. It's so easy to do, right? We talk about it all the time in our society, keyboard warriors, the indirectness of electronic text communication and how you would never say certain things like that if you were sitting across from your spouse. But it's so easy when you're on the cell phone, on the app, right? To just click something mean and then send it. It's gratuitous. It hits a dopamine sensor. And then the minute you read it, you sometimes wish you could get it back. And you can, especially the crueler and the more vulgar and profane, the more likely you should expect that that is going to be used in a court of law against you, because it's absolutely gold for the opposing spouse. It's absolutely a gem for the opposing spouse. Most of the time, these people know you better than anyone on earth, maybe except your parents, maybe even more than your parents. And they know how to push your buttons. And they'll say things and do things to each other in these moments of heated conversation that are unkind, that are meant to push your buttons, to trigger you, to get you to lash out. And if you fall for the bait, you're giving them gold to use, to show, look, judge, I said so-and-so was abusive. Look at these communications. Or look at the sheer volume of communications between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. This person's abusive and I need a restraining order. So you need to watch that. Watch that trigger finger. And I'm not talking about the one you go to the range with. I'm talking about the one you operate your phone with, because you need self-restraint and self-control. And if you can't do it, then I would advise you to either stay off the phone, communicate on a family app that will help remind you that everything you say is being monitored, or alternatively, just come up with 4 or 5 regular positive responses that you just use over and over, like, thank you very much. I appreciate your insight on that, and I will get back to you after I've had a moment to consider that, right? But that gives you a moment to step back and analyze what's the best way to respond to that communication to you that may or may not be designed to get under your skin, to trigger you, to make you upset, but it's doing it anyway. Give yourself a little runway before you just instantly reply and say something that is damning to your case.